Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Louisa, and it's Friday, and it is May the 16th. I've just finished trading this morning, and I wanted to go over my trades with you. I took a couple of trades, but I was really pretty proud of this trade because I don't usually trade this, although I really like it. I think it was the turtle soup, and I would appreciate if anyone who's familiar with the turtle soup ICT strategy would just kind of weigh in and confirm that this was indeed the turtle soup strategy. I'm wearing my apron because I'm baking brownies and not the fun kind of brownies, just the regular brownies. But anyway, so let's jump into it and I'll take you through how I set up my chart this morning and kind of what happened. So here we go on the daily. I always start on the higher time frame. So the daily chart for me is, the king, or the queen in this case. So I start on the daily, the 4 hour, and then I either look at the 1 hour or the 15. So I want to show you on the daily. So this is my dealing range here. So from this high to this low is my dealing range. And then here is my discount area, and then in the green is my premium area. So as you can see, we are in premium. And this yellow box here is my area of interest. And why that is my area of interest is that the top of my dealing range is my buy side liquidity, and the bottom of my dealing range is my sell side liquidity. Here's my change of character. So this is when price started to come up. And again, this is the daily. Every candle here is representative of a day of trading. So this was a change of character, and we've been moving bullish ever since. I mark out my area of interest in terms of what I'm really focused on for the next either few days or, a week. I have two SIBIs up here, again, both on the daily, and so we can see that we're in a premium. I'm being very careful about the trades I'm taking. I am bullish. I was bullish this morning. However, because this week we've been bullish every day, I anticipated that we might have a pullback. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at these two SIBIs both on the daily, and here is my ultimate goal, which is buy side liquidity, and we've been moving up towards it all week. So I just wanted to share that with you. So we jump now down to the 5-minute, and let's take a look at what happened overnight with Asia and London. Okay. So Asia, we had, it's not a true range, but price came down and then kind of moved back up again, and then London trended. So it was in a unilateral direction. So London moved up. Now, early this morning, I took a trade. Can't remember which one it was, but I entered too early. I think it was here. I entered, here. So I was thinking that, okay, we had swept London and we might go down. So I took a bit of a loss on this trade. Nothing crazy. I think it was like $80, something like that. So it wasn't terrible. So I was anticipating, although I'm bullish on the higher time frame, I'm anticipating that there could be a pullback today because price has been so bullish all week. So I was watching the 5-minute, and we took out this high, and the time was 8:20, and then we immediately had this drop in price. So this to me is change in the state of delivery, and that is, or displacement, you could look at it either way. And then we had a break of structure. So we had a break of structure here on the 5-minute. 5-minute break of structure. So now I am really anticipating that price is going to drop. I guess the challenge for me, and I'd like to hear from you guys if you have the same challenge, is I'm also anticipating that we have news at 10 a.m. So I don't want to get involved in anything too major because that, news can really affect kind of what the market does and make it a little more volatile. And so we did indeed experience that. So here's my buy side on the 15-minute and my sell side on the 15-minute. And I got that from just below Asia. Here is kind of the sell side I was anticipating. And here was my buy side on the 15-minute. So above London and then down here. So with that in mind, the market opens. And at 9:25, we get this huge wick up. And the wick wicked out these highs. So the wick immediately came back into the range and it left this really large SIBI. This here would have been a great entry. And I think as I get more experience trading this strategy, I'll probably start to take my entries in here. So price moved down, a very strong displacement again, broke structure again. So we could say down here we broke structure again. Okay, so now we have two significant break of structures, and we formed this fair value gap. This fair value gap, and I think it was on the 1 minute. So this is where I entered. I entered at the top of this gap because I was pretty sure that price wasn't going to move back up here or here. It would have no reason to. Like we've taken out this liquidity, come down, and then re-wicked it again. So there's no reason for price to come back up here. So with the change in the stage of delivery, 5-minute break of structure on two different levels, and then these beautiful fair value gaps that formed, I entered here. Now, prior to this entry, had I entered here at this higher level, I would have had to sit through this discomfort with the 10 o'clock news. So I would be interested if anyone took this trade and if you entered up here, let's call this the fair value gap number 1, or if you entered here on fair value gap number 2. But specifically, I would be interested in hearing from someone who trades this strategy, and they would have entered. Let me know if you would have entered up here despite there being news or no news. Unless it's CPI or PPI. Today was less important news, but still, it had a bit of an effect on the market for sure. So we had to kind of weather all this drop. But when price came back up here to the top of this fair value gap, I entered. And I was very proud because price came down exactly to my sell side on the 15 minutes. So I was super proud of that. And I exited somewhere probably here because you never quite get it right at the bottom or right at the top. So, and that was at 10:45. Yeah, so I was in this trade for, I guess, about an hour. What time was this? 10:20. No, so I was only in the trade 25 or 30 minutes. Sometimes it can feel like a lot more, right? So, so anyway, so that was my trade. I had 2 contracts, just micros, and I didn't pyramid out because I felt really certain that price was, well, I wasn't positive it was going to come down to sell side on the 15-minute, but once we swept Asia, I was like, okay, it might turn around here or it might shoot for the sell side 15, and indeed it did. So I was really proud of this trade because this is like a longer, kind of like more commitment oriented trade for these longer runs, which I really like. And I'm still finding my feet and trying to improve all the time. Sometimes I'm in the trades and then I exit because I lack the confidence, and then I get back in. And I really like to be able to just take the trade up here as soon as seeing this change in the state of delivery, just enter the trade and stay in it despite the discomfort. So anyway, I think it's the turtle soup. Let me know if this is what you trade, and let me know if this was the turtle soup. And you guys have a good weekend. I found this week to be like a little bit stressful with CPI and PPI. Actually, I did okay on CPI day. PPI day, I had like a rough day. I had losses, and my losses were larger than I would normally want them. My risk management was just kind of, I don't know. It just wasn't there. So it was it was quite a disappointing day for me. So anyway, I tried to shrug it off and then just come back to the market the next day or in the next couple of days and make sure I journal everything. I find journaling really, really helpful because it just kind of grounds me. So anyway, guys, it's Friday. Have an awesome weekend, and I'm going to check my brownies, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace out. Bye for now.